down the road. Okay. I'm recording. So I bring a study session for the board director to call to the Metropolitan District to order. Tuesday, July 9th at 6 p.m. So,
Okay, the first thing is ARPA. We're asking for amendment for what minute Sarah's trying to get in. To our contract for the ARPA funds. We're asking for another year. I just got information from our engineers, and they have the game plan that I need to sit down with Greg and Gary and go over to see if this is going to be feasible or not. But this is coming from them that all we want to do is have a sending them and say that we're extending the contract. Because money was set aside for it. So that is just, I want to bring it to the board and make sure that everybody stays informed. Board, questions?
This is just paperwork to extend it, right?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Jim, this resolution needs to have a date per sentence there.
Yes, I will. I wanted to, I just copied it. I'll put the date in as to when it's signed by that, maybe.
Okay, now this is for the tanks and the road, that project. Are they on top of it now?
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out how we can shut off everything and keep everybody in service.
So we're back to pressure.
Yeah. And the tank on next to tank one, that will adjust when we get to tank one. Is basically the black runs off of tank one, and the rest of the tanks run off of tank one. So we gotta have,
change everything around on the SCADA.
Yeah.
Running off the tank too. If it's,
But SCADA is just software, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
monitors. Okay. That's some of those.
So you just software.
Why wasn't GMS aware of this when we got started?
Well, our system, there was a lot of lines that were not in use that were taken out of the system. And we didn't have that constant loop of everything. There was lines that I didn't know that. Yeah.
There's not work.
Anything else for it?
Okay, next I have garage door at the water back. I was able to get one bid on it and waiting for two other ones. This, what happened is one of the guys backed into the door. Well, when they started to work on the door, with all the chemicals in the plant and stuff, everything rusted, broke. It's kind of fall apart. Talking to the guy that repaired it, the motor on it was not big enough for that size of door because it's not really a commercial door. It's not insulated. There's about that much gap in the bottom of it. So I told him I'll go ahead and get me an estimate on it and I'll get two other ones. I just want to let you guys see that this is going to be a commercial insulated door to replace if it comes up. And have you guys say at least okay, it's over $5,000. I'll make sure that you know everywhere.
That should improve our,
Yeah,
utility bills.
yeah, should do that. It will be coated, from what I understand, and it's going to be coated on both sides. So that.
But it still isn't gonna keep.
No, I know. It was an accident. There was,
Was it you?
the luck was it didn't mangle it, it just got one panel, and he was able to straighten the panel out. But when he was pulling the rollers and stuff, every bolt that would fit, it fell apart, right?
Jim, is that an insurance issue?
No, it isn't big enough for insurance.
Mark, what's that?
It's 50. Yeah, well, I did get our wells, I talked to the insurance on the wells, I got a hold of Tom. The, get rodeo well and summer well, it was about $81,000, the insurance is going to pay for them, get them back up. And I think we have, $200 coming up each one.
Also, okay, that'll be, update us in business or stuff on that.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, next is funding for draft. I sent you guys that as to what we sent in to the state for their July 1st. I did have a meeting with the CDPHE, USDA, DOA, everybody today. It was about an hour and a half long meeting. There was some questions they were kind of happy with the way the plan was set up. They just have some concerns like we all do, because nobody, USDA, you ask them how much money is out there for grants. Oh, well, we can't tell you that. Well, put in your application and wait to see what they can do.
Were they all on the same screen?
Yeah.
You were having that meeting?
Yeah, we have the head of CDPHE, we have their lawyer, we have their head of quality control, we have WSRF personnel that are on that grant side of it. So we're trying to work through it, and that's what we're looking at. Is it's going to be more than one grant to get us to where we need.
So what did they think of that H scenario thing that we got?
They like the first four, and that's what we're shooting for, is the first four on it.
Okay.
As to, okay, this is how we're gonna go to it. If it gets down into the fifth and sixth one, then it's an issue. You know, because then you're starting to work with more than two or three funders. Because then it starts taking a project manager and somebody to do bookkeeping.
Too many moving parts.
Yeah. So they had some concern with that and said, well, this is, you wanted to know what's gonna happen if this fails and this fails. But when it comes down to it, you know, it's even going after a bond issue next election, you know. But I would like to have as much free money as possible to get there to say, okay, you gotta borrow $5 million instead of the whole thing. Say, you know, you can't let $15 million go down the tube to get this plant there and stop all the industry gets followed.
So was the state okay with closing?
Pretty much so. There was a few things.
July?
Yeah, there was a few things that they wanted. They wanted to know our contacts as to who we're talking to with the EPA and different things like that. That they want to be able to back check that we are doing this. And then the other thing was the definition of what's affordable and what's feasible. Because on that one chart we have it's feasible or it's affordable. They want to know what the definitions would be.
So we are moving forward,
Yes.
and they're okay with the deadline. We met the deadline.
We met the deadline.
No, they're okay with that.
Yeah. Okay. So we're on our way going and working our way there. The next we have is 12 County UDM or UPC, Unified Development Code. They're setting up a meeting for here on August 8th at noon. Or at 2, I'm sorry. No, noon to 2. I'm sorry, 12 to 2, 12 to 2. They're like they did the last time.
Question for it. So that's a public meeting, I mean, that's, public's involved in that.
Yes. It's a unified development code for Boulder County.
They're changing of the codes.
So, okay, so I'm not.
They're trying to simplify things. Well, what they're going to do is complicate things about 10 times worse. You know, go.
Yeah,
So you are welcome to attend.
I probably will.
Everybody is welcome to attend. Go ahead, Jim.
let me do this real quick. Just trying to get you.
I know last time,
The UDC, it is online, so if you're curious about it, just to beforehand, the UDC, public on the UDC.
I'm gonna find out more on it. You have a card.
they're trying to change zoning. They're basically trying to make zoning uniform across all.
Oh, they'll really screw that.
It changed.
Kind of like how they made the building permits easier. Now, my first building took 2 months to get permits. My second building took 8 months to get permits after their new improved process.
All right, Jim.
Okay, so next, PCAC, reviews. And they have, there was. We have a fence on Spotted Tail, which is at 5880 Spotted Tail. There is a house for 5156 for Antelope Lane. And then just an exterior paint on 5958 Highway 185. They reviewed all of it. I don't know exactly, it just said exterior paint on it. I didn't know what color. It's a beige. So we didn't want to do it earth color.
Question, board?
It's a stick-built house.
That's what it says. So the White Owl Lane house, kind of brings up the issue of, road access, driveway access. I did type one up, and I think that'll work with, I'll ask Nancy to work with it as well, maybe help me out. But we definitely need to do that. Does White Owl Lane have a ditch, is it, have drainage?
I'm not sure I'd have to go look at it. And that's part of it, because they get the CO, that's kind of that stuff. What's the, whether they need a, culvert or a.
So we don't have a way to really enforce that at this point. Anyway, we need to work on it.
Yeah. Well, I think right now, with,
That is a county
county
road.
road, they have to.
They'll enforce it.
Kind of specs on that.
Oh, yes, that's not a problem.
The county, that's a county road?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, they need to get approval from the town.
yeah.
And then it's-
And with that,
They won't get their CO on it, though.
and with that, I'm worried
They
about
want to get their
that.
building.
That, and I'm not sure where the contract is. But, yeah. There's a lot of.
Knows the game.
Anything else? Questions? Okay, let's, do we have any input from, anybody sign up for? Oh, I gotta read that. Be good, Steve, that's first one. Okay. Oh, going to be good.
Oh, come on.
In order for business and board to be conducted in the most effective and expeditious manner, it is necessary that all persons present maintain the rule of skill between the board, staff, and each other. Conduct that gives threatening or aggression will not be tolerated. Values can have order and use of offensive gestures when you are not accepted. Such behaviors are constitute forfeiture of the right to remain independent and may The point of order brought to the board's attention by council or any board member, including the chairperson, result in them being asked to leave the meeting by the chairperson or one or two of being escorted out of the meeting by the proper authority.
Yes.
Okay. ATV thing, we need to figure out, or someone needs to figure out, a couple of places where ATVs can cross 165. That's one thing that come up with that. We're concerned about where ATVs are gonna be able to cross 165 highway.
According to state law, it has to be directly, you have to be able to go directly across.
Yeah.
From street to street.
I thought of one place down here, at the park, where you come out of the camping area and you go, can't you go almost directly across to whatever that road is? Unroaded.
Mhm.
It's kind of I thought that would be one good spot.
That would be a good ATV crossing.
The
Yeah,
problem with that, of course, is there's no trail on the south side of that.
well, there is. All you gotta do is allow it. I mean, I don't know, the city workers drive through there and with their trucks and everything, and ATVs all the time. On the south side of that highway, there's a trail that goes through there. From
It
Cibola.
goes all the way over to the library, right?
Huh? Yeah, in between the library and the highway.
Yeah.
There's a trail that goes
There's a
right
trail
over
that
there.
goes there.
The only thing getting up to 181, you don't have a trail going up,
181.
is a county road. Cause if you're looking at trying
Well-
to get this, it's all county roads.
Yeah.
So
If-
that's
if-
what I'm looking at is either going to Balla or going to 181, and then you're out all right.
Well, if you cross there at the road that, goes into the campground, cross there, it's almost straight across, isn't it? The road over there. But anyhow, that was one thing that had been brought up. I told him I would bring it up and figure it out. You know, a couple of spots that you can cross. That's one thing. Second thing is the new law that went into effect 1 July, that Bill Polis signed in about, taking away our Second Amendment rights, open carry, concealed carry, and government buildings. Are we allowed to carry weapons in this building?
In this building?
It's up to the,
2025.
huh?
Doesn't it take effect in 2025?
That one, I think took effect 1st of July.
And I wanna, I think it took effect 1st of July. They had 2 or 3 of them that took effect
Yeah,
next year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
This
but
one,
this one I think took effect.
and government buildings or governments can opt out of it. I know some counties have just opted completely out of it, but, I happen to carry all the time and I figure, well, you know, I don't want to go to jail because I
Was it for open carry or?
both,
Oh,
both. But I wanted to find out whether or not that was going to be allowed in this building.
I was gonna
Because it's
pull up the resolution
I
that
think it's supposed to pull it up.
actually.
government building.
Well, we made a resolution, what, 7 years ago?
Yeah, it was.
But that was only for employees. That didn't affect the public at all, because the public can open carry, conceal carry, whatever they want to do.
With the employees, it was only concealed.
All they could do was conceal carry.
And they had to have licensing in permitted for it.
And if they wanted to open carry on duty, there had to be a reason, and you had to authorize it. Because that was in there too. But, or carrying firearms in the vehicle.
As I'm saying, I got myself. The building itself on that resolution, to see.
The resolution, the only resolution we have on the books right now, though, doesn't affect anybody other than Metro employees.
Yeah.
So
But with this new law that went into effect, it does affect
it
everybody.
does affect everybody.
Unless you
You
guys
have to
opt out.
opt in or opt.
You have to opt out of it in order to make it legal for people to carry.
we need to take a resolution.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, that's what we-
So we need to consider opting out.
Yeah.
Or not, whatever, I mean, that would
Yes,
have.
we need to discuss.
Okay. Well, that's another one. Third one, got. Make that last time.
No, that's.
Shooting in your own property, that is illegal. You're right? Okay. I wanted to double check because I got in a pistol contest with the
You
cop
can
one
actually
day.
hunt on your own property.
That's a county thing.
County cop tried to tell me I couldn't do that.
Well, there's a county regulation on that.
But
The county police officer was incorrect.
yeah, I knew he was. Okay. But I just wanted to double check. Okay. Is there a way for the Metro District to query the database for the name and address of everybody in a unit that owns property in a unit?
There is.
How much would it cost me to,
You know, it's free.
Oh.
Just go onto the county assessor's website.
that's,
No, they have to give us when it came to voting, to send out letters to everybody. If you wanted to vote, you had to send them a letter stating that you own this property and request a ballot.
Per unit though, that's a good question. We don't have, the county assessor or the treasurer have, they have.
For individual.
Parcel.
Well, you can also put an individual's name in, like you can put your name in there.
well, I know how to
Property.
manipulate that database. I've gotten really good at that, but what I'm trying to do is get a name and address for everybody that lives in my unit.
Oh, to try to change covenants.
Yeah.
We probably need to ask about that. You know?
You should be able to do that.
The county said that you guys should be able to do it for me, but
really,
it could be lying or not knowing what they're talking about. And it's hard to believe.
I think we can, I think we can parse that, it takes some parsing. But we can parse that, we did that with, the name. That's a good question.
Okay. That's another one that I'll follow up with you on, I guess, later on. One other one is, I was told that the Metro Board or someone, I don't know whether it's Eugene or the Metro Board or something, actually has some say-so as to what roads the county paves, within Colorado City proper. Like when they paved the bridge right out here. They're trying, I know they're probably trying to get out of it, but
They're just blaming.
I'm
Have some bug.
I'm really raising total hell with them about our road. But they kind of led me to believe that the Metro District has not really some say-so, but some pull on which roads they want paved within Colorado City proper.
News to me. If I had any pull, that road in front of my house would be paved. Okay, so
How many years have you lived there?
I can tell you, well, that house, I've only lived at that house.
Well, see, I've lived in mine for 20 years
Yeah.
and they told me 20-some years ago they were gonna pave it.
I'm just telling you, we got zero.
That's a whole outburst here. We need to get through this.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
So Jim, we need to find out about the roads.
Yeah. Not to them, and they pave is.
Well, the reason it came up was because this road up here, when you told me that it was paved because people up there didn't want to drive down the highway. And I questioned that, and they're like, well, the Metro Board is the one that recommends things like that.
I did recommend it,
There you go.
I did recommend it as
It's a safety issue.
as a safety.
If you can tie anything to safety, you can get it done.
Most
Fire
of the
safety.
roads are done by
Safety
traffic.
issue, huh?
Okay. I'm done.
Who else? Man?
That's it.
Nobody online.
They're having trouble.
My wife said there's no video.
I don't know why.
Nothing else for study session? Everybody?
I will have a post.
Close the study session, open the river meeting, board director, talking about the golf district. Two Chief Don Hines at 6:25 P.M. Join the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Joe, before we start the questions, so choose. Thank you. At the minute show that we have a forum. We have 4 board members in person and 1 board member absent and excused.
If she's trying to get on, she can't get on. I have Christie trying to get on, they're having problems. It was set me like saying that I have another meeting going in front of all this, which is good.
So may I say something?
Okay, well,
So when I did that last time, tell them to go back to one of their old links, and one of the old emails, and try it, because I was not able to get on last time until I did that.
can I get an approval of the agenda?
Mr. Chairman, I motion that we approve the agenda.
I'll say.
Move in second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And approval of past minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes for June 25th, 2024, and the CCACC minutes for the same evening, June 25th, 2024. That's it.
Move in second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And go to bills payable.
Make a motion on the bills. Second.
Move in second. Discussion, question.
Did that help too with, the bigger bills? It's in a file out with it, to show you
To break down this informational.
and being overbought. I figured that's the easiest way, and that way I don't know, for other folks or paper.
I think that works. So that is in my way. That worked for me. And I hope y'all read it.
This
Questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's the natural gas? I didn't see it.
It isn't usually in the 6 cent bill.
Thank you.
We usually get it on, 15 to 18%.
I get it. I'm just looking forward to that next.
Yeah,
Me too. Thank you.
Jim, a cancer engineer,
yes.
explain that to me.
That is, for Valley First. It is CTF grant that they received last year for $150,000. This is for the engineering costs and stuff to move forward with the, project.
It's grant bugs.
Yeah, we pay it. Both county reimburses it, just like we do with the golf course, the campground, the swimming pool.
CTF, so it's actually paid, it's reimbursed by Public County, not the developer.
And that's why we have the contract through Atencio, Green Valley First, that they were gonna be their project manager all along.
Core Main,
Or Lane, that's part of the pipes and valves, I believe.
I think
That's also for the ball field.
What was it?
I think that's all for.
Yes,
Yeah, Valley
it's
First.
also part of Valley First.
Well, that actually gets reimbursed from.
Yes.
Solid Waste, right?
Yeah. Cause the thing is that our main line would run right down the middle of the ball field. So we're gonna to take there, move it south and back to Cibola. Cause that comes off of 10-2 and helps supply South Park and this area feeding back.
Another question I have is a commercial ice maker, Home Depot.
Yes, that is for the golf course and, things all that. Voted in December to put for we use the ice maker to send all of our samples and stuff. That's where we normally get our ice.
That's in the restroom.
Yes. No, that's why we use it too.
The pro shop does also for the jugs out on the course.
So all that 1762, that's half of it, or is that?
That was the whole thing. Because we went through Home Depot. We didn't have to take out on it, that kind of stuff, so that's why we go through us first to pay our thing, and we'll reimburse us.
Renson Holiday Job will reimburse us for that.
I think that's okay, right? We should not be paying the ice maker for that.
Like I said, it's used all the way around.
Then somebody should be buying that ice, and that's.
And the thing is they end up turning around and, any repairs and stuff on it, they're responsible.
MasterCard, I think we have you were able to get refunded for some of the late fees.
Yes, yeah, we explained it to them, the last one, but what's really weird is we sent the check in. I think it was on the 15th. The last meeting, when the check went in, the mail on the 15th, we had until the 24th. And they didn't receive it until the 25th. 10 days in that.
That's also supposed to be.
So I said, you can let me, here, you even cash the check on the 25th. And it showed me that you didn't report it. But we got it straightened out, and then they're taking off all of the service charges.
Yeah, no, so thanks for doing that. We should be on top of that now.
Yes. Definitely.
1.6,
1.6, that is our, internet service, phone firewall, any IT work that needs to be done.
I think we agreed to the contract with them sometime ago.
Yes. Last year.
So 1,300 a month?
Yeah.
That what we can continue to accept?
Yeah.
Is that the best we can do?
At this point now. We have, going down to Salt Lake City that we had before, they were like 50.
Government rates.
Yeah.
And 90% of it is the firewall and backups and all of that they do on a daily basis. And they have somebody that monitors our computer system to make sure that somebody's not trying to hack in to any of our records.
I don't understand. There's a bunch of different bills, so apparently different locations or.
Yes. It's, yeah, water, sewer, plants. Yeah, water, sewer plants, administration, SCADA, all of that's all being protected by. Because we replaced all the, see that, before it was all under RTC. RTC had that, and
then they went, they weren't gonna have our firewall anymore and that kind of stuff, so we got away with it for years. And when they went corporate, we lost all of that. The same way with the TV, they went corporate, we're losing all the TV.
So when did we pick up one?
We picked them up, what was it, guys, last August?
Yeah,
Or July.
somewhere in there, July, August.
I remember.
It was like $15,000-$20,000 to begin with, or put in all the new switches and stuff that needed to be replaced. That's been there for 1 year.
Cause I remember asking the question if it protects us from ransomware.
Yes,
And I want to ask that question again. Are we protected from ransomware?
yes.
Okay.
And by doing all the upgrade too, it took our insurance from like a $500,000 max to, I think it's $2.5 million now. We ran all of the audit, the IT audit, and they told us where we needed to upgrade. And that was one of them, was that you need to have this firewall and that kind of, and moved into it. So that's why our insurance coverage has increased to that point.
Thank you.
Mhm. I don't mean to be picking on all this stuff, but San Isabel Electric, the campground, $429 for electricity. Is that what we're supplying through the campers then, or? Could be, I don't know, offhand. I'd have to.
We charge them for electricity bill.
Right, yeah, we could be getting paid back on that, right? That seems like quite a little.
That ain't that much. We got several campers running AC. Not that much at all.
Then we have $1,521 booster station. Yeah, that is our water booster station
The boat moves the water up to 3 mil.
sends it from tank to tank.
Sends it up to 3 mil from Cold Springs.
And that's, periodic, because we don't have that all the time.
No, we're on more. Yeah, we should have it almost all the time.
Same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Non-stop.
Whenever Cold Springs is running, we can be moving that water up to 8. Well, we don't, okay. Because we also have a bill for Cold Springs.
That's the plan.
That's it, just on the plant.
Mhm.
All right, we got more stuff here. We got a wireless mouse, for the golf course at $469. Wireless mouse. What's that? That probably was the laptop. Mike's laptop went down, so we ended up getting a laptop and a wireless mouse.
So she put wireless mouse in.
Instead of the laptop. That's the only thing I can think of, because I know it was $467 for the laptop. No. It wasn't just enough. Then we had SWCA. Yes. The postal, I thought we paid for that. We did, it was in 2 installments. The first part of it was like $4,000, and then the next one came out to be like $7,900. Almost 8,000. Yeah. So this was the second installment. All right. After they completed the report, that's. I set the rest of the invoice. That's all I have. Anybody else? Somebody speak up.
You'll sound good.
Okay, let's go for the bill. Yeah, Ray. Oh. Ray?
Yes.
Ray?
Yes.
Double, yes. Mark?
Yes.
Okay, we don't have financial. She's actually, Christie's at training today. She'll be there, she's left Monday, started for training today, Wednesday and Thursday she will be coming back. So she had 2 days at the south. I packed her, she's texted me a few times today, and she's learning a lot, and everything's starting to come together. So, she'll be our guru. And then next month I will have, Sandy Natasha, who's been hired, Natasha to fill in, and I think it's been a complimentary situation. That will work out. Okay. Yeah, operational?
Operational, should be. Sorry. Okay, we'll start with the dam. Last 2 weeks, you have the 28th and the second, we averaged 15.4 on the 28th, 15.5 on the second. All the things were set and they were the same. We did have the overflow on the 28th that showed that the golf course pond was overfull and was draining into our weir. As for the gasometer readings, they all stayed within 0.1 of each other. From P1 was 17.2 to 17.4. P4 was 20.8 to 20.9 for the following week, 17.5 in P5. 25, P6 was 25 and 25.2. P11 was 11.1. This one changed by 4. It was 11.5, so it dried out a little more. P12, we went up 1 from 20 to 5, and that's saying 20 feet, 5 inches. That's in feet,
5/10.
5/10 of 10.
Yeah.
Okay, and lake level, like I said, was at 15.4 and 15.5. Polydock, the golf course activity report, 2024 May revenue was $79,242, whereas 2023 was almost $71,026. Year to date for 2024 is $284,476, and compared to last year, which is $251,575. So there's about a $30,000 increase for the golf course, 33,000. In June, we held 7 fundraising tournaments, 2 junior tournaments that brought kids in from all over the state. The PGA, Veterans Golf Association, held another tournament at Hollydock. We have also held a 2-week junior camp to inspire the golfers. Course is in great shape and plays out. Of course, we had 1.5 inches of precipitation from June 7th to the 7th of July. Green sprays, operations, cloths, everything was applied July 3rd. Shop 2 used 2019 Jacobson GP 400 beans mowers, arrived on July 3rd. One has 1,600 hours and the other has 2,500 hours. Both were purchased for $26,500. This was part of the CTF grant we got from Fulton County for our mowers. We had $80,000. We're waiting on probably 2 more greens mowers that we can buy. So we have 4 greens mowers, rough mower, and parts and pieces that we need for keeping the other mowers in place. So this way we will be up on the good one, all of it. Water, wastewater, port, main water plant produced 16,580,000 gallons of water. Cold Springs produced 2,230,000 gallons of water for a total of 18,812,000 gallons. Cold Springs plant ran nonstop for a month with no major equipment issues. Ellen and Jason had cleaned, pinned, and bagged all of our extra filters. Colorado Lake and Pond had sprayed the lake to remove buttercup invasion. We have put for solid core in the ditch to help with algae growth. Main plant has had issues with skids 1 and 2, pump removed and replaced on 1, lost a contactor in number 2, main electric R&R did. Kaiser has come out to service air compressors, wastewater plant, received 9,400,000 gallons of raw sewage, treated and returned 9,750,000 gallons. No pressing was done due to dilapidated delivery of Palmer. Utility department had 1 water sewer tap, road maintenance moved 5,000 ton of road base, laid east and west Teresa and Antoinette, Becker Road, Geronimo, North Park site prep for valve project, and perform maintenance on trucks, blade, and backhoe.
West,
I saw the crew over there with the little diggers unit trying to find valves. Did we find all the valves that we need to find?
No, we're still in search. We dug all the way to the bank on one side, looking for that off of our schematic. And so now we gotta dig east to see if it's that one. We've almost been all, well, unfortunately, there's a sign there in the wall, looking for it.
Yeah.
And we went down almost a foot and a half, 2 foot.
And we found the pipe, we followed the pipe.
Did you find the pipe?
Well, coming back towards the bank, but we haven't gone the other way yet.
We're gonna dig down the pipe and see where the key is, if there's a key up. If not, then we're gonna have one too.
My other question is, we had a pretty terrific hailstorm, in the northern part of Colorado City. And I know that there was some damage, and I'm wondering, about the damage to the clubhouse. And I'm also wondering about the $50,000 deductible that we have for everything, which really means that we end up paying for a lot. So, I'm wondering if we need to examine the wisdom of a $50,000 deductible. I know it says it's a lot of other property rates.
Yeah.
But, we end up paying for quite a lot.
That's one of the things that, with the pool, municipal pool, is they did that with everybody because of all the damages around it. And, when we go to conference issue, that's one of the things that I'm asking, is there any way that we can buy a rider to eliminate that? Because,
Are we going through special district association?
yes, yeah. And that's how they're cheaper to bring it out on the.
Are we gonna have to get a new roof on the clubhouse?
I don't think so. I looked at it too, cause I was on that. There was hailstones that big, but they weren't hard. They only bounced back out.
yeah, they were quarter size hill, it might help, but they didn't have work.
Yeah, and I went out and looked at my cars, there was not a, they were big ones, but when they hit, they just kept splashing.
They were solid ice.
Yeah,
Well, good. It was too hot for we saw it. So we did not have any of the light that we saw. Not much.
oh, you guys were last. The only other thing I have is committee reports, newsletter, I believe it's Saturday this time.
Can Sarah hear you?
No, she can't,
Can't hear.
but I'll make sure she knows.
Okay.
Jim, we still don't have billed water. We yeah, we'll get that, and with, Christie being out, I didn't have world data. It isn't in yet for what we charge at the sandpipe. Make sure we're in line with that, she puts that into that report. Okay, so because we're training, because of this stuff, we're gonna be able to get some of that information. Yeah, we'll get a lot of that.
I've got another question, I'm sorry. How are we for manpower? I know we had the 2 losses in the manpower department. And I know we budgeted for new hires in the water department. Are we
we lost one, but we also have one that we lost a workman's comp. So
Yeah,
we got.
So- my question is we are charging ratepayers for, the inclusion of a fully staffed water plant. Do we have a fully staffed water?
Yeah, the water plant is fully staffed at this point.
With all the people that
I'm down one guy on that side.
okay. Thank you. Yeah, two guys on.
Well, two, one on workman's
So
comp
one of the workman's comp.
and one that.
How back you mentioned that you have, that you gave
And we were gonna lose
utilities
two.
to push to get the meters done?
Yeah,
I don't know.
well, with the situations that's happened, it's been tough. So, one of the things that we have is we have one meter out there, especially in Applewood, that we're gonna have to cut a tree down because it's growing right in the middle of the old meter. And, I don't feel our guys are capable of doing it because it's in a tree. So we're getting bids on that right now to get it fixed around.
We have gotten bids.
He's working on that. It's to find something that won't hurt down without messing up people's houses.
Now, we've heard about that.
Yeah.
We
So you should have had it, and
Should have
I reminded him today, I said, "Did you get any bids on that?" He said, "Well, we're working on it." I said, "Okay, we need to get it done, because this needs to be done."
We don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
We get the applications for the,
There's been putting out now. Because I sat down and talked to them, any of the ones that we interviewed a month ago, or a few months ago, to see if there's any likelihood or is it worth putting out for applications. I think it's worth putting out for applications. In both market sense as well.
and then office,
Office, so we hired, Natasha and now, two girls, Sammy, chose to stay where she's at, and we got, Natasha in for AP, and then move Chrissy up to the finance manager. Get that, and we will get some training, more training into her through,
so Natasha comes out of work.
So along that line there with the office, what about our audit?
we're working on it, we'll get it going. Like I said, we get, after she comes back, we can get, training for the audit side of it. Is even the guy that we talked to, I wasn't able to get a hold of Ruth on him, yeah, in contract, so I'll call him again tomorrow. Found out, cause there was some stuff on his contract that I wasn't sure whether he wanted to, if it was, we were tied into 3 months of training with him, but the other one, we're not tied into with 3 months, it's just as me.
Okay, that's moving forward as well.
So moving forward all the way around.
What are our grant holders, what the grant holders, how do they feel about our financial position? Is it affecting any of the grant application stuff that we don't have current financial?
No, because they're running off of 2022. It's always a year behind the year. So when we get the full audit, then they'll want that,
They're on 23s.
then they'll want 20. Which we should be good on that too.
Other questions?
We'll be good on this.
Attorney's report? We don't have attorney's report. Other than,
Other than communication.
we move into the agenda item, yeah?
Like a motion that would approve ARPA amendment to self-recipient agreement. Second.
Moving second, questions? Let's vote. Clint,
Yes.
Rick,
Yes.
Ray?
Yep.
Vote yes. And CCAC.
Can I vote on all these, Jim?
Yes, you can. Okay, you want me to go through them?
No.
You want to just package it?
Let's pass something.
I'll make a motion at this time that we approve 5880 Spotted Tail for a fence, 5156 White Antelope Lane for a house, and 3958 Highway 181 for exterior.
I'll second the motion.
Move in second. Questions? That's all.
Yes.
Greg?
Yep.
Greg?
Yes.
Greg votes yes.
No letters.
No. And I haven't heard that those people have been back from Pamela. Been out there.
So we need to.
Went out there and-
We need to contact them. If they're not gonna come back, we still need to get that fixed because we don't want them just to leave it.
That's a problem, it's which lot on the street.
It's the one on the one on the right of the fence is one we put I'll work with you on that, but we need to get it worked.
Yeah.
We could get a hold of them. Assuming it's in.
That old business, Jim?
Full business. County, project, we're still working on it, trying to find valves, still have one valve that we need to put in. Like I said, we got three of them in, and actually we have two that are on their way, they're supposed to be in.
So Little Diggers received all their permits.
I believe so.
But I have to restart on any of that project.
We'll get it all,
We can't find.
I'll get in contact with them. I'll send them to you. Because I know I just got a note from Matt last night, that he's got everything in place. We're just hard strong. We want to start and keep going, are we still looking for the time? We can
It's
move
gonna
it.
take multiple nights.
He was thinking that they could possibly do it in 2 months. Or actually 1 night, to replace 2 of the valves. And that would be major valves that we need to get. So it would be shutting off for 1 night and getting it back up and ready for the morning. Then we could move on. That's what we were hoping, if we could find out 1 valve, then it wouldn't be a problem.
Right. The valve is there somewhere.
What it says.
That's
And
that's the
I-
records of it. I got the map in my office. Trying to see.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't chosen.
I also think, just to piggyback on what Mr. Gross is talking about, is we are gonna have a closure, make sure everybody
It's no
is
question.
notified.
Notes on everybody's door.
Right.
Sure, that's
It's not that.
not. Because even the bank in that situation is part of that line too, so. Community meeting is set for July 23rd at 6:30. Like I said, I think most of that's gonna be on fees or covenants. That's one of the things I like to talk about. Just to, whether we need it, I can have a lot of calls with people stating, well, that camper needs to be moved. Well, you can't really do anything if you can't find them or it's on their property. They can't have it towed, they can't do anything with it. So the covenants don't have a lot of backing. It's a 2-way street. I don't want to be governed by them, but also,
when those people call you, do you inform them that they can, if so desired, create their own litigation, start their own litigation to solve the problem?
yes, tell them to contact, Rural Health
Or an attorney?
or allow.
You should counsel them that anybody, if you're having trouble with anybody, or problems with anybody violating the covenant, it could be solved with civil action on your part. You actually do a small claims court. Yeah, I mean,
You don't even have to have.
you don't have to, the Metro District doesn't have to take care of it. The people actually have the power to do things without a government agency doing it for them. Anyway, imagine that government doesn't solve all problems.
Yeah. We did have one backup of one house this weekend that the golf course, other than that, the Ramparts.
See the back trail going around out of it. What's the status on the bids?
I haven't had any from either. I know they're working on it. They're working on it.
At least.
Yeah, I've sent them information as to how many houses are on it, the size of the line, the length of the lines, all of that.
Then, there's a probably a new house going in on Foot Line. Is that gonna be tied into the village? Only place it can be.
Right. And the thing is it's going to be required that that is a grinder pump. Do you figure yours out, or have you had problems with yours anymore? Oh, yeah, whole business over there. They said that you talked about the road resolution work.
Yeah, the bid for the analysis in which I'm concerned that we haven't got full response.
Too.
What are we gonna have? We need to put time in. We can't just be, pushing it down the road.
I'll talk to GMS and, local on it, see if they got anything. No, locals too busy with all our stuff, funding with that out. And then our GMS is working on, like I said, we just got the update on how they're thinking about moving water, to review the insides of our tanks.
So I guess a couple of things that we're kind of waiting for, bids on would be the tree.
Yeah.
And then this, analysis and what.
In the garage door.
We need to push that, get those down, go down. No, I heard about no,
Noco specializes in this. Specializes in that, like pressurized water.
okay, anything else? Anybody else have any more new business? New business?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to broach the idea for new business of, the district manager presenting to the board, a overview of our water rights and where we're at, in executing our due diligence for those rights. Who's getting water from the places where we're getting water, and, when do they get them? Who's keeping track of all that? And it's a big thing. The water picture is one of the reasons I got up to the board again, because the water rights are so important to Colorado City. And I want to make sure that, I've heard it said on this board that we manage from crisis to crisis. And I would like to be ahead of the game as far as due diligence with our water rights. I want to make sure that, because I looked back through the meeting minutes from the last year before I got on the board, I didn't see any answer of any discussion of water rights.
I do have all the, if you notice, they've been sitting on the set of bills.
Moses Whitmire. That was what the driving story was, to review all of our water rights and make sure that, what I wanna call it, fake.
Our,
Yeah.
yeah, we, ever,
The frequency of.
right, we have, I deal with Division Two water. I make the call on the creek if I need more water. And I can, if, when the water level, flow comes down, I'll call everybody out and there's nobody getting water but us.
Mhm. But I understand that and I appreciate that, but I want to see that our water attorneys are keeping us in a good position for maintaining our rights.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just, I want to see it
And our
because,
due diligence,
yeah,
every, what is it, every 4 years, we go to court on due diligence.
yeah.
And once we get this down, it shows that we're putting money into the system to increase, water levels and pull and all of that. So that's part of that.
I want to pacify her.
Okay,
If,
I can give it to you.
you know, just so that, you know, we can all feel better about the water is being protected with extreme care.
I'll send you the due diligence.
No, I want a presentation to the board,
Oh, okay.
because the board needs to know that, and the board hasn't discussed that for quite some time.
Okay. I can do that.
Thank you.
Ray, that kind of brings up the water rights issue, police with the American.
Yeah, and I'm approaching that, I was gonna bring that up. I want to kind of start it with that.
Yeah.
And then go to the next step.
Valuable stuff, so good. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Okay. Anything else? Okay, next you have correspondence. There was a letter that was sent out to me yesterday. It was sent to our attorney, that was reviewed, and it's, so these all read that. I guess we talked about that.
I have one main question is, when is Carolyn gonna be back?
She will be back the end of next week.
Mr. Chairman, I've got one in my packet now, but I did not receive an email.
Sure.
I don't know how to say it exactly, but I wasn't real impressed with the correspondence I did see from our attorney.
Well, that was from, her understudy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering if she's gonna be
And
back.
she's been reading it. She said that she would be reading her emails and stuff, so
Okay.
she will stay on top of it. And I know that's what she probably had him write.
Yeah, it did seem like someone current was.
So the one thing that I'm concerned with, Jim, there a little bit is that last paragraph in that, the letter from Ruben. He's recommending that we, get into negotiations before we end up shutting it off, or before we threaten to shut it off, or get to where we can shut it off. If that's the case, we're gonna have to have a different session to do that. But it sounds to me like what he's recommending is that we have to make an attempt to negotiate with it before we put the notice out that we're gonna shut it off. We will do that. So we need to contact her, or her attorney. Yeah. In that case, then we're gonna need to have these,
Mr. Chairman, I think as a point of order, we're talking about a litigation or possible litigation issue, and I think that is definitely an executive session topic.
Yeah.
And I don't think we should have any business talking about it.
this is just, yes, this is just an informational for the board to read until we get it directed as where we need to go. But that's the key thing, we're talking about going through this valving and notification, we need to have a executive session before any of that. The thing is the valving
we should keep it on until we get through that
The
process.
valving can be installed and in place and even the valve that shut off can be just left open.
Yeah.
And so we need to do the valving regardless of anything else.
Yeah.
The valves don't work.
So we probably on the next meeting, we need to have a question.
Yeah.
We can,
Again,
I like that idea, Mr. Chairman.
okay. Anything else? Anybody? Audience, anybody?
Make a motion with the agenda, Mr. Chairman. I'll second that.
we're gonna leave.
Go leave.
Oh, Ray, you heading out?
Huh?
Are you heading out right now? I know you are.
No.
You have to, one minute. I don't watch others, I want to keep it all.
Let's keep it there. Danny gave me a bigger pile than you did first.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of,
Yeah.
Take some postage.
Yeah.
you want me to sign, James? You don't want to sign?
I did once.
Oh, God. I was just wondering why you were having them.
The lot information on the.
Give me a second.